We are not alone. The Pentagon released the UFO files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site. 1 billion. It's got to be a record. The War Department says more files will be released soon. UFO experts and top researchers have been investigating aliens for years. Their sources say dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered, and what they found inside? Shocking.
Shocking. What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mike Geesh, and I'm back again. I know that everybody by now has heard about President Trump releasing the top secret classified UFO files. Basically, these files and all this UFO alien stuff has been going on since the late 40s. Yes, kids, the 1900s, 1940s. People have been ranting and raving about UFOs, and it's been cover-ups for 80 years now. And now Trump says no more. I want the American people to know that aliens exist, and we have the proof. So that's what's going on right now. So right now they're talking about there are 4 types of aliens that they found out about. Do I believe it? Yeah. Do I believe some people out here saying that they're not aliens? And I have some thoughts on that too. But before we get into that, let's listen to some more of what's going on now. And this is a guy right here that I do watch. I do watch The Diary of CEO. It's a very good podcast. You should go on there. You should watch it. You see he's reached Fox News at this point, which I usually don't watch. But anyway, I watch Diary of a CEO. You should watch that. So much information, and it's so scary. But here we go.
That's visiting the Earth, or is there many types?
People who have been involved in recoveries have said
there are at least 4 types, 4 separate types. Now, I have not had direct access to that, but I believe the people who I talked to.
4 different types of life.
4 different types of life.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, Insectoids, and Reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy.
A regular Swedish guy. But look, I saw that episode of Diary of a CEO, and it was very deep. Now, about these 4 classes of aliens that they're talking about, I have definitely heard of all 4 of them. You know, everybody has heard of the Greys. The insectoids are something that is kind of new to my knowledge, but reptilians, definitely heard and read about them. I learned about them from infamous conspiracy theorist David Icke. 20 plus years ago, I heard about the reptilians, and that goes really deep, and it kind of intertwines with my faith, what I believe in, because I'm a Muslim, and in Islam we have jinns, and from what I've read and my knowledge of the reptilians, they kind of matches up to what the jinns are. So I believe the reptilians are jinns. That's what I believe. Insectoids, I don't know. That's far left field. Nordics, also far left field. Looks like a white guy. Maybe white people come from the Nordics. The Greys, classic aliens, I believe that they are either future humans or they're just another species that's another alien from another galaxy, another side of the universe, and they are possibly here to help us. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But and also with jinns, there are good jinns and bad jinns too. So, you know, you never know what side they may be on. Let's continue.
But 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
Releasing the files isn't easy. They've been hidden for years, and a lot of people want to keep it that way.
The problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on release, and he kept his word, and I suspect some of our not-so-friendly comrades and some of our alphabet agencies are slow walking a lot of the information. It's about power, it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington.
It's about power and it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington. You know, I don't know, people. You know, very much a conspiracy theory guy, tinfoil hat guy. So I have so many thoughts and things that I think about this situation that probably goes far beyond what they're just talking about. I don't believe anything, but yet I believe it. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. That's because all of this could be a script written uh, for our benefit, for our benefit, for the benefit of the elites. I don't know. All this could be bull, but I do think that it is a deception play to get everybody to turn away from the Most High. I do believe that. How it intertwines, I'm not necessarily sure, but I told you before what I think that some of these aliens represent. And it could go even deeper. It's a lot of other stuff that I heard that's going on that I'm not going to necessarily get into. But let's hear something about what Neil deGrasse said, because he had an interview the other day on CNN. Let's hear what he thinks about the aliens. He's a very smart black guy who's sometimes I think is a little too smart for his own good.
Good morning. You going to sleep all day?
5 more minutes.
Don't skip breakfast.
He's a real egghead type of guy, you know what I'm saying? But doesn't believe in God, agnostic and all that. So let's see what he has to say.
Last week, the Pentagon began releasing government files documenting years of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, as well as concerns by previous administrations that we as a human race are not ready for the possibility of encountering alien life. My next guest is out with a new book about just that. And it's full of advice like the following. If an alien approaches you with multiple appendages, one of which looks like an extended hand, resist grabbing and shaking it. You don't know in advance what part of alien's anatomy you just touched, and you probably don't want to find out. Here with me now is astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Thank you so much for being here. You are the author of Take Me to Your Leader. And you do write that your child, since you were a child, you have wanted to be abducted by aliens. I just want to go on record, sir, and tell you that I do not share that desire. But I'm glad.
I think he has been abducted by aliens. I really do. I really do think he has been abducted by aliens. Let's listen to the guy. Let's listen to him though.
Not are we alone? It's are we ready? Are we?
Yeah, I think we are actually, because given the testimonies that we've heard given and that we heard delivered in front of Congress in 2023, 2024, 2025 from whistleblowers and insiders and military officials, ex-military, ex-intelligence officers, it's no longer just the farmer in the back 40, right, commenting on what hovered over their crops, or the revelers coming out of the bar at 2 a.m. So these are people of high rank and all sincere. And so not only have they sort of said that they've got alien body parts and reverse engineered technologies that's sort of consistent with the...
Okay, this is my only problem with the whole alien crashed spaceships. How the hell are you a million years more advanced than us, but your spaceships keep crashing? That's one of the things that I'm kind of concerned about. That kind of makes me give a side eye, because I'm like, if y'all are all these years, y'all so much smarter than us, why does your planes keep crashing? Like, what is this, value jet or something? Value jet? What's going on? Spirit Airline, what's going on, man? Why are your planes crashing? You're supposed to be able to steer that thing pretty smooth because you're a million years more advanced than us, But that's one of the things that kind of gets me. I'm not really sure about that. And this is just a real crazy time. This is really Stranger Things. We're really living in the Twilight Zone, Black Mirror, Stranger Things. This is an episode of Black Mirror, y'all. Y'all do realize that we're living in Black Mirror episode. We got aliens, AI, and we got the old Epstein thing that everybody has just totally forgot about. After the war, Iran war, and aliens, now nobody's even concerned with the Epstein files, which was the most egregious thing out of all of these, I think. But I don't know. Only time will tell. I don't know what's about to happen, but I know that it's weird. We are living in the age of weird, okay? And it's a little frightening. But if you keep God first and you trust in him and hold on to him, you'll be all right in the end. Because guess what? We all got to leave this rock, man. We all got to leave out of here. So, it be what it be, man. But yeah, I don't know. I know them insectoids and them reptilians, them two are the ones I don't too much want to meet. Yeah, them two. Yeah, the Greys, I feel like I can kind of talk to them, kick with them, some of them Nordics, they white, so I'm kind of used to them, but you know how white people is. You damn sure can't trust no white aliens. You can't trust the earthly whites. Damn can't trust a white from the Zeta Reticulum galaxy or wherever they may be from. Nah, but for real though. Yeah, man, it's getting crazy. That's pretty much all I got for y'all today, man. Aliens are going crazy. And I don't know what y'all think, man. What y'all think was about to happen? Y'all think it's about to be an alien takeover? Y'all think it's going to help? It's going to hurt? What do you think? I'm going to holler at y'all next time. I'm Mike Geesh. Peace.